Hashtag SnowMG! If you've ever had to deal with snow or it's been a while since you have, you may be starting to freak out a little bit.
But you may be surprised to know you probably have some things around the house that can help you. Home improvement expert Jonathan Pritchett is here to help us out. Let's start with the problem of ice. Home Depot's out of...
Do you guys have salt?
No, and that's the biggest question. Every day for the last 2 days is, do we have salt? No. And what do you do, right?
Okay.
So the first thing is you got to use some alternatives. And so the first thing that's going to help with that is sand. You know, we have plenty of sand. There's sand that's abundantly out there. The great thing is it's not going to hurt your grass when it starts to actually liquefy and run off your driveway or run off your side.
Ice is problematic. I mean, not ice.
Salt.
Salt is a problem.
It's not great for the lawns.
No, and at this point, you know, you're going to try to find another way that's environmentally friendly. So it's not going to melt the ice. It's just going to be able to add some traction for you to get out there and feel safe on it.
Do you guys sell flamethrowers so we could come out and just melt all the ice?
Propane torches.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
What about kitty litter?
Kitty litter work as well. It is a little bit more, it's not going to dispose of maybe as nicely as sand would when the snow is gone and melted.
It'll give you some traction.
But it definitely will help with traction. If you have it at home, definitely use it. Absolutely.
So my mom called me last night and said, make sure that your faucets are dripping. Is that an old wives' tale?
No, and absolutely it will help, especially if you have a basement or a crawl space that's underneath your house. Your pipes are more apt to freeze at that point. So keep it dripping, a slow drip, and you're only going to use about 4 gallons of water through the night. And what you could save from that cost that you're going to take is thousands from broken pipes. So yes.
If you don't have a basement, should you still do this?
Yes, because some of your faucets are actually going to be in the exterior walls of your house, and if it gets cold enough, it will still have an apt to freeze at night. Make sure you undo your faucets, or excuse me, undo your hoses outside. It's going to prevent those external faucets from getting frozen and burst as well.
All right, quickly, what's the life hack, and why do we have a piece of cardboard up there?
Well, one major problem we all have the next morning is how do we get the ice or the snow off the windshield of the car, right? So instead of out there, you know, taking the ice scraper, turning the car on, running it for seems like hours to get that stuff to go away, do something real simple. Put some cardboard on your windshield. You can use an old towel. You can use an old blanket, even a tarp. Next morning, you're going to have a lot easier process to be able to take that rut off, the ice and
Why
the
have
snow.
I never thought of that?
I know.
Comes
Or
right
what
off and
about
you're
one
ready
of
to
those
go.
visors? I have a paper visor that I use.
Put it on the outside.
Correct. Any of those things will work and make your life much easier to be able to get yourself into your car and be able to get going much quicker.
And just really quickly, a lot of people have kerosene heaters and stuff. What do they need to do to stay safe?
The biggest thing is, since those are being used more often, especially the way the cold weather is, make sure you have a functional fire and a carbon monoxide detector in the home. It's going to obviously save lives, and it's one thing we forget about, obviously, as we start to use more of those, especially even your gas heaters, regular fireplace, but especially the kerosene heaters as well.
These are great tips. We'll put them all on our website. Jonathan, thank you so much.
Come on, you get your supplies at Home Depot. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.